Hi, I'm Ali and a warm welcome to the Ceramic Repair Studio. So as you can see, today I have a broken plate which is broken in two parts. So I thought I would share with you how I would actually fix it back together again. So what you will need first is obviously your broken plate, and I'm using some Scotch tape here, so once it's fixed together with some glue we can just tape it to make sure it's secure without it actually leaving a residue of glue at the end of it when we take it off. And I have a couple of pieces of glue here. This is Araldite and it's a slow release glue, and a cocktail stick for mixing the glue in and applying, and then also a bottle top which I always collect, really useful for gluing and also for painting. So also just very quickly a damp cloth just to wipe any surplus glue off. So just coming over here, now as you can see I have the plate propped up, and it's propped up on some books because it's really easy to work if you're working with gravity rather than against it. If I put this flat and try to fix it this way, it's going to want to come apart here. So it's better to work with gravity. So propping it up, if I place it, even before I place the glue on, it should stay in and be fairly secure, so I know that's going to be perfect. Now obviously we're adding another element in, which is the glue, so you never ever get such a tight fix and if it wasn't broken in the first place. But this will be a fairly as close as it can get. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the two parts of glue. So we get this is a standard glue as well, and just put some into our little bit here. So you just need 50-50, literally equal parts, always making sure to put the lid back on straight away. And then part B, again making sure equal parts. If it's not in equal parts it won't actually harden and stick, so you really want to make sure it's fairly equal. Now it starts off with two slightly different colours, one sort of more clear and one more yellow, and when you start to mix it together it starts to become cloudy, and once it's really cloudy and all combined, you know, and one colour, you know that it's thoroughly combined. Now the plate I've got is a pottery plate. Now the one thing I will say is when you're fixing a plate with glue, obviously when you put it in, if you put it into hot water or a microwave or in a dishwasher, it's going to break apart. The glue is going to soften. So this is really if you have something more decorative or something which you're not really going to be applying and putting food in. Okay, so once that's combined, we're then going to take our glue and we're just going to glue one part. If we glue this part and put it together, it's going to want to come and draw apart. So we only glue one side. So I'm going to glue this side because it's the easiest. So as it's already standing up. So you want to make sure when you're gluing that you cover all the space, all the bits. You don't want to leave any nooks and crannies. And I am using the cocktail stick here. Now you want the glue to be, you don't want it to be too thick. You don't want too much surplus glue on. The thinner the glue, the tighter the fit. And I do tend to find if it's a very hot day, even if it's in the summer for instance, the glue tends to be thinner, whereas if it's cold the glue tends to be slightly thicker, so you don't get such a good fit there. So obviously if you're in a hot warm country you have the benefit of a thinner glue. Now just almost finished, and you want to make sure it's all covered. This is where the cocktail stick comes in really useful and handy. Now this is pottery, and if your pottery is too very porous, such as say Staffordshire pottery, even if it's not a plate and it's an item, you may find you may want to apply a little bit of water to it first, because it would just literally grab that water in. So but this isn't so porous, so we don't need to do that. So I'm now taking my cocktail stick and I'm just going over the item again and taking off any surplus glue now. So, and also if we've missed any pieces, nooks or crannies here, it's going to go in, set into those as well. As I say, the thinner the glue, the tighter the fit. Now I'm always getting asked, is this food safe? And to be honest, I would probably say no, because you're not actually going to be using it by putting it in warm water and so forth in the microwave. But obviously, if it's just a fruit bowl and it's not being regularly washed, you're probably fine. But to be honest, you're probably better off looking at the manufacturer's instructions just to double check. Right, so that's fairly good there. So what we're going to do now, we're going to take our Scotch tape here, and I like to just take one or two pieces and just get that together. And then we're going to take our plate and just very gently place it on. And then just very carefully just give it a little bit of pressure. And if you see any surplus glue, you can just very gently wipe it down. Also not forgetting the other side as well. Again, just give it another little gentle press, very slowly. And taking off any surplus glue. Right, so once that's dried, you want to take the Scotch tape here and just turn it over just on one side, so when it comes to pulling apart, it's going to be really easy. You haven't got two pieces completely stuck to your item. And I'm going to start from the middle, and I'm going to press it on where the original was, on the main part. Just give it a light press and then gently pull onto the other. Again, just a little bit, just take a little bit there, or you could go the other way. It depends obviously on the item. Pull and press down so it's nice and tight, and then on the other side. Again, I'm just going to press down, pull. Let's do a few more pieces, perhaps 3 at the front, 3 on the back. Now with araldite, I always like to leave it a good 24 hours for it to dry, because then you know it's going to be completely hardened and will be completely set. And if you have any surplus glue you've missed out on, you can always take that off. So again, placing there, hold and place. So there we are. There is our plate. What I'll do is I'll keep coming back now and again, every sort of half an hour say, and I'll just give it another gentle press, just very, very slowly and lightly. And if I see any more surplus glue, I'll take that off and wipe it. And this should be ready, as I said before, in about 24 hours. So I hope you enjoyed today's video and found it useful. If you're not already subscribed, please consider subscribing for more content. And I really look forward to seeing you in the next. Okay, bye.